Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany Kanoa, and this year at MPX,
Who's clicking?
I have learned more things than I ever thought was possible to learn inside a classroom. Whether it was cooking delicious meals for our family, to showing off our heroes in life, I can't put into words how beneficial the MPX program has been to me as a student. This is my presentation of learning. The first skill I improved on this year was critiquing my peers' work. In the beginning of the year, we finished reading the book, The Odyssey. And after that, instead of taking a normal test or quiz, we actually did a project. And we had to show off one of our heroes in life and how they've impacted us in a positive way. After that, we would write paragraphs about who they are and how they've impacted our lives. And after that, we'd have to switch off with partners, and they would peer edit ours and we'd peer edit theirs. And before MPX, I would usually just scan through their work and say, okay, it's good, it's fine, good job, and wouldn't really go through the mistakes that they've made and how they can improve better. But for MPX, I think the teachers also have really encouraged me to try my hardest with peer editing also, because like they would ask us before class if we're about to critique our peers' work, okay, is your criticism going to be helpful? Is it going to be constructive? Is it going to be kind? And I think that really encouraged me to try my hardest in peer editing my peers' work. And also, I found out that it applies to my work too, so if they make the same mistake, I can go back into my own writing and say, hey, I made that same mistake too. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. And here are some pictures of the Heroes Gallery and working with our peers, and it was a lot of fun, and a lot of staff and students and teachers came to support us with all of our heroes. The second skill I learned was discovering my personality. And in high school, we really don't know who we are yet. And like the 4-year journey is kind of discovering who we are. And I think MPX in STEM 9 class, we actually had to take a survey of about 70 questions. And the questions would be like, if you were in this situation, would you do this, this, or this? And at the end, it scored you as like a guardian or a different temperaments, and it showed you who you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and how you can cooperate with others. And I found out that I'm a natural leader, but I'm very sociable, but at the same time, I buckle down and get my work done when I need to. And I found out that some of my weaknesses are that I'm self-conscious sometimes, and I always worry about what others think of me instead of just going out and doing what I need to get done. And I think that's helped me set a goal on trying to not be so self-conscious and just be who I am. Oh, and then that's a screenshot of the actual scoring, and at the end it says like your romance advice and like the different jobs you can be and how you can work with others that may not have the same personality traits as you. Another skill I learned was changing my sleep habits. Before MPX, I thought sleep was just sleep, nothing more, nothing less. But I found out so much more than I ever thought I could about sleep. I found out that there's healthy and unhealthy habits about sleeping, and how if you don't get enough sleep at some nights, then it can lead to an unhealthy future. And so I personally did not want that to happen to me. And I found out that I had really bad sleep habits at the beginning of the year. And then after we learned about sleep, we had to write reflections on it. And the reflections really encouraged me to say, hey, I have to improve on my sleep habits so my future isn't totally messed up. And then Mr. Kaneko shared that there was a woman who had such bad sleep habits that she would wake up in the middle of the night, and while she was trying to lose weight, she would try to eat like mayonnaise and butter and go back to bed, and she wouldn't even notice it. And then I was going to share that video, but it wasn't working. And there's this other lady, and she ate lard, and it's disgusting. All right, another skill I learned was cooking, and that was really cool personally because we actually got a cooking class. We did like 3 different times so far. One was a chef came to our school, and they taught us about knife safety, how to properly cut different things and the different flavors that can help make a meal 10 times better than it really is. And then after that, we took a field trip to Kapi'olani Community College, and we went to the culinary area, and we got to cook 4 different meals. And about a week later, we had an assignment to go and cook 2 different meals for our family over Thanksgiving break. And that was fun, but I had a lot of challenges, whether it was I was scared about cutting myself, or I was scared about getting grease splattered on me. But I think that's kind of the beauty of cooking. I mean, there's always going to be obstacles. But at the end product, it's delicious and you can eat food. And here's the different things, and here's the chef, and he put together a whole PowerPoint presentation for all of us. The final skill I learned was working with my peers. This is a really big one for me because at the beginning of the year we were assigned to create worm bin tables, compost bin tables. And at first I was like, okay, that's easy. You just slap together some wood and drills and you're good. But we had to make background research, we had to do scale models, scale drawings, and we found out that we had to split up the work within our year-long project groups. And it was a lot of fun, but we learned that if someone didn't do their work, then we're only as strong as our weakest link. So if one person didn't do their work, that we'll all be behind, and we'll have to either help them do their work, or we're going to have to do extra work for them. And also another problem was if people weren't there, then that was another obstacle, but we found out that we could just text each other what they needed to do, and they would just send us what they had, so we didn't have to get so far behind. And this was in progress of the compost bin tables and the scaled model that we did. Thank you for listening to my presentation of learning.
Yeah. Okay, any questions or comments? Questions or comments? You have to ask questions. So have you been sleeping better?
Yes.
Has it made a difference in anything?
I think I've been a lot happier because I usually really grumpy at school because I would go to bed really late and wake up really early. So I think it's just made me a happier person.
Hey, guys, we have to comment and ask questions. Come on.
What do you think you have to improve on?
I think I still need to improve on communication and responsibility with our year-long project groups to make sure that we do the work that we need to do in a manly and organized time, and just owning up to anything that we need to if we make mistakes.
Got it. Keone.
What was your favorite project out of all?
Oh gosh. I really like the Heroes Gallery, even though it took a lot of work. It was a lot of fun because we got to just present our heroes in life, and I got to learn more about my hero, which is my little sister. So it's awesome.
Okay. Thank you.